Hi, this is Scott Schrader, and I'd like to talk to you today about a portion of the Parashah VaYeishev, particularly that deals with success. We find it in Genesis 39, 1 through 6. And in the story we see here, Joseph, he has been brought into slavery, and he is bought by Potiphar, or Potiphar as he's often called. And he had a bad situation, a dire situation here, but he began to make the best of that situation, and the Lord was with him, and he was successful. And Potiphar noticed this, and he saw that God was with him, and so he began to promote him. And so this word success has to do with to progress, to advance, to move forward, tzalak. And so we're going to talk about that word today. And when we look at it, we see the letter meaning. It has to do with waiting and hunting and seeking. This tzadeh, and this word really is a hunting word. I believe the primitive word has to do with hunting. And so this person is hunting and waiting and seeking, and he's controlling the flow, just like you would wait for your prey to come, and you try and guide it into your trap, guide it into the place where you can get it, and then you put it behind your tent wall, or either by killing the animal and taking the animal, or you trap it. And so this is kind of a hunting word that way. But this has to do with success. And so success in hunting involves waiting. You have to wait and be patient for that prey to come. You have to guide it to the right place. You have to have a place prepared to put it. And so we see this idea here of waiting and controlling the flow. And then the tent wall. The tent wall can also has the idea of expanding. So it expands your tent wall as you wait and you seek and you control the flow of what you're doing. It expands your tent, or prospers you. And so this is what happened with Joseph. What he set his hand to, God prospered it. God came, and he was the one who controlled the flow. He's the one that controls the flow of his people's prosperity, their success. He controls our flow. And so he was controlling that flow and expanding Joseph's borders, which he did. Joseph then got promoted to be over all of Potiphar's house. We see something happening after that where there is some type of what would appear to be an attack from the enemy, but in the end, we see that Joseph even becomes more successful as a result of it. But anyway, as we're talking, success, it often comes in small steps. It isn't, we have to be patient. We have to wait for it. We have to seek it. We have to make sure that God is the one that's controlling the flow and not us. And that's a big part of it too. Sometimes we want to control our lives in a way, and we've given our lives to the Lord, to Yeshua, and we are His servants. And He sometimes wants us to do certain things, or He knows certain things are not good for us, and He will stop success. He would cause us to come back to Him, to get His attention. Now, when God bids you to come to Him, to spend time with Him, it's a good idea to do that, because if not, you'll end up doing that. And He can be very convincing in getting you to do that. So I suggest you just go and do that waiting on the Lord, waiting on what you're doing. Be patient, look for it, learn to let God control the flow, but also to teach you how to control the flow of that idea, and to capture and to expand your tent, and to be successful even as Joseph was. We do the best that we can in the situation that we're in. Joseph was in a bad situation. So not all situations are good, but wherever you find yourself, that's where you need to then begin to work in that situation and do your best and wait on the Lord in that situation. One mistake that's made often is we get despair because of the situation we're in, or bitter or angry or whatever, and we don't improve, we don't move forward. And this word has the idea of moving forward. Prosperity has the idea of moving forward, and sometimes that comes in very small steps. It isn't necessarily very fast, but it is effective. In the end, we see the end of Joseph. What he went through was terrible. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. And so He did with Joseph. So He will do with you as you wait on Him and seek His face, and ask Him to help you. Ask Him to guide the flow in your life, to bring success to you and to your life.